If you eat the same food for month after month, year after year, you have a higher risk of developing a food intolerance for you because you're eating the same damn food for months to years at a time. There's a potential that's one of the reasons that microbiologists say diversify your diet, because when you diversify your diet, you decrease your risk of hypersensitivities. And that's one of the things that I think Rodney, when it comes to food, in much of the research that he was doing pertaining to how to avoid allergies, it goes back to the gut. Food allergies and gut, the two big issues we see in veterinary medicine, gut issues and allergies, but they are intimately related.
And I think the biggest challenge for a lot of pet parents is we love our vets. They're awesome people, but it'd be like going to your GP, your general practitioner, your doctor, right? At some point, you got to go to a specialist. At some point, you got to go to a gastroenterologist. You got to go to a microbiologist. So when it comes to allergies, Jillian, when I interviewed and I got to sit down with some of like the world's best animal microbiologists, canine microbiologists, they would all tell me that there's always typically something going on in the gut that's causing this cascade, this giant series, like a blood-brain barrier breach, nutrient malabsorption, of course, allergies, food intolerances, so on and so forth, all from dysbiosis, right? A lot of these pets out there have dysbiosis, and there's no way that their awesome veterinarian, Dr. Smith, down the road can address it without going to a microbiologist. So I think the biggest piece of advice I could tell anybody, man, go get your dog or your cats or your child's or somebody, your GI system analyzed and see if you're dealing with dysbiosis first. Because if you don't seal up the gut, you could switch through 150 different types of proteins, which is all what pet parents do. They go in, they buy chicken, they'll buy the beef, they'll buy the turkey, they'll buy the lamb. They'll switch from raw food to dry food to freeze-dried food to home prep cooked food.
The whole time the itch is getting worse, the ear infections are worse, there's hot spots all the time.
And meanwhile, your dog's GI system is full of holes, endotoxins in that GI system.
And itching.
You're getting this giant immune response where now the immune system is running on just constantly, which is called low-grade inflammation. And then you have a cascade of events.
It's just
but nobody ever thinks to themselves, hey man, maybe I should go see a microbiologist and get my dog's gut checked out, because
people aren't there yet. For people, it's like pretty. It's just now becoming like a let alone dogs. But you would think, of course, I mean, after our show together, it makes perfect sense to me now, but it never would have occurred to me an hour and a half ago. Not for a second.
If you see the assault that comes in on a dog on a day-to-day basis that people never take in consideration, but there's so many studies out there that shows what's happening to a dog's gut biome, from the cleaning products that you put in your house, to the scented products that you use, to the pesticides that you either buy from like, let's say, a pet store or from your veterinarian, from the medications, from the antibiotics, which so many dogs and cats have to go to multiple rounds of antibiotics, and nobody has a fix program, a restorative program, a preventative program.
Yep. No one's doing damage control. And then we wonder why our dogs are dying younger of more degenerative diseases than ever before. And we wonder why they're sad, and we wonder why they have behavior problems, and we wonder why they have autoimmune disease, organ failure, allergies. When you put all those pieces together, Jillian, it's not too hard to link it all together. And you know what we have? We have regret. We wrote this book, Jillian, to prevent regret. We wrote this book so that
okay, but then that's my next question. Is it too late, guys? Like, my dog is 13, and I'm thinking of all the mistakes I might have made along the way. Right now, I'm freaking out. Like, is it too late? Which is the same question people ask. She's 13. Yeah. How far have I blown it, right? Like, how quickly can I turn this around?
It's never too late. And that